Flooding leads to closed roads and warnings from police.
Fourstaters gathered together at the Pittsburgh Public Library to learn more about what's going on at the current legislative session in Topeka. I'm Veronica Utek, and we'll have that story coming up.
And thousands lined streets to honor the late Reverend Billy Graham.
The Fourstate's most watched news starts now.
Heavy rains for days lead to road closings and travel dangers. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Lisa Oligus. Orinoco police posted on Facebook that Highway D was flooded and closed by MoDOT this morning, and others are warning drivers to be safe. Roads that regularly flood are closed in Neosho, Missouri as well. A gate blocks passage on Spring Street where a current of water flows across the road. Now, while some people were driving over water by day, police say it's much more dangerous at night when you can't tell the depth. Police say it doesn't take much water to move a vehicle, and it's best to not take chances.
The thing people should keep in mind is don't drive around barricades. They're up for a reason. We try in the Neosho and in every city, they try to get them up and down as quickly as possible to keep things safe.
Officials say when you get caught in high water, you not only put those in your vehicle at risk, but also the lives of emergency personnel as they rescue those trapped. A state of emergency is in effect for the state of Missouri due to flooding dangers. Missouri Governor Eric Greitens' executive order activates resources of the Missouri National Guard so they're ready to respond. Greitens says he was informed by the National Weather Service that the bulk of the rain is yet to come. Now the rain may be moving out of the picture for our area. Michael Hayslip joins us with our first 7 look at weather.
And just to reiterate what you said, Lisa, certainly it gets more dangerous as it's dark, but we can actually find some silver linings here as we go to the Skywatch Storm Tracker. We have actually been able to relieve ourselves of the flash flood warning. So we're going to go light green, flood warning still in effect for southeast Missouri and southwest Missouri, and we see Cherokee County right there. And now you see the dark green. Specifically, what are those? Well, this is going to be the Spring River in Carthage, now 3.5 feet above flood stage, and 4.5 feet above flood stage right now is the Elk River in McDonald County, Missouri. It's not going to crest until tomorrow, some 7 feet above flood stage. But the Skywatch Storm Tracker showing that precipitation has finally moved off, the clouds starting to decrease, and we can actually finish the weekend with some sunny skies. But Lisa, this storm really got intense as it moved closer to the Mississippi. Latest on that one, I'll see you in a bit.
All right, thanks, Michael. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation is assisting Commerce, Oklahoma police with a fatal shooting. An argument at this home at 410 South River in Commerce ended with the homeowner shooting Jose Gonzalez III. His body was found in the yard with multiple gunshot wounds. The homeowner is in the Ottawa County Jail, held on possible first-degree murder charges. An Erie high school student is in custody over an alleged plot to shoot up his school. Students told the principal they heard him talking of planning a shooting. Erie Police Chief Tyler Riggs says the 17-year-old male did not have a weapon when he was arrested at the school Thursday. The teen is facing a felony charge of criminal threat and goes to court Monday. On Friday, Erie Police stationed officers at the school the entire day. A 15-year-old Carthage student is facing a Class D felony charge of making a terroristic threat. The teen was arrested after allegedly making an Instagram post Friday threatening to, quote, shoot up CHS on Monday, end quote. The youth is in the custody of the Jasper County Juvenile Office. Carthage police had a presence at all schools Friday, even though the threat indicated the high school. Southeast Kansas lawmakers faced questions about gun control despite coming to Pittsburgh to talk topics being debated in Topeka now. KOM's Veronica Utek has details of the meeting discussion.
There have to be some common sense answers to this question.
Do we need gun control and how much? Pittsburgh area residents wanted answers from local lawmakers since Florida's governor is pushing for an age limit of 21 to buy a gun. And there was talk in the Kansas House of lowering the age of people allowed to carry a concealed weapon to 18.
We expect 18-year-olds to, whether they're male or female, to go overseas, fight for our freedoms that we enjoy. I'm not so sure that just because of their age that makes them a second-class citizen, that they do not have the constitutional rights that myself as someone older.
The passions and the stresses and the pressures on young persons during those years, 18 to 24, there is a greater and greater likelihood that they would choose a firearm to solve a particular problem that they feel that they're faced with.
I think we'll see some federal regulation. There is a conversation now in regard to safety, so we'll see where that goes. But most of that's on the federal level.
Another big topic in Topeka, expanding Medicaid.
I think the clock's ticking and we're leaving money on the table, and individuals who need access to health care are so important to me. I've spent the last 20 years of my life making sure people had access to health care. This is a way our state can do it with limited state funds.
But some lawmakers think other areas should be focused on first.
We have to set our priorities. We have to quit sweeping from KDOT. We've got to quit delaying our payments to CAPERS. We need to fix our foster care system. We need to fix our current Medicaid system that's taking care of the most vulnerable in our society.
In Pittsburgh, Veronica Utek, KOAM News.
The Kansas House approved creating a broadband task force to work on getting broadband to underserved parts of the state. That measure now goes to the Senate. President Trump is responding to a memo released by Democrats on the House Intelligence Committee. It's a rebuttal document to the Republican memo released earlier this month, accusing the FBI and Justice Department of anti-Trump bias. Correspondent Laura Podesta reports.
On Twitter Saturday night, President Trump says the memo released by Democrats on government surveillance abuses is a total political and legal bust and just confirms all of the terrible things that were done. The president also called in to Fox News.
What they did is really fraudulent, and somebody should be looking into that.
Earlier this month, Republicans released a memo saying a surveillance warrant was obtained and renewed on former Trump campaign advisor Carter Page based on information from an individual with an anti-Trump agenda. The redacted memo released Saturday, written by Democrats, alleges that the FBI had an independent basis separate from that information to believe Page was knowingly helping Russian intelligence. In a statement, Ranking Committee member Adam Schiff said our extensive review of the initial FISA application failed to uncover any evidence of illegal, unethical, or unprofessional behavior by law enforcement. Republicans say the warrant to monitor Page taints the origins of special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into any connection between the Trump campaign and Russia. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
The body of the late Reverend Billy Graham is now at his library in Charlotte. The casket for the late Reverend started its journey home in Nashville. People of all ages lined State Street Saturday morning to pay their respects, and the motorcade crept over the hill. Downtown Black Mountain grew somber as the hearse rolled through. Graham will lie in repose at the library for the public to pay their respects Monday and Tuesday. Then he'll be taken to the U.S. Capitol. Reverend Graham will be buried at the Billy Graham Library in Charlotte. He passed away Wednesday at the age of 99. Time now to honor a Fourstate hero. From Perry, Oklahoma, we salute Corporal Fred Feakin, a member of the U.S. Army during World War II. He fought in the European theater in the Battle of the Bulge with the Tech 5 Medical Unit. For your service and sacrifice, we thank you, Fred Feakin, a Fourstate hero. That's news and weather in our first 7 minutes. Just ahead, prom is a big night, but those once-worn dresses are getting a second chance. We explain after the break.